Namaskar, young friends. I am Partho Ghosh from the Vedic IQ, back with another wisdom tale. This is going to be an exciting video today. In today's video, we will explore the story of the birds and the sea. But before diving into this tale, we will explore another mini story of a carpenter and a lion. Are you ready? Alright. Dear kids, the bull Sanjeevak inferred that some of the king's cunning advisors might have turned him against the bull. He said to Damnak, a king instigated by evil counsel loses his ability to make wise decisions. Thus, he began reciting the story of a carpenter and a lion to prove his point. So let us begin this story. Once upon a time, there lived a carpenter in a certain town. Each morning, as the sun rose, he ventured deep into the shady forest to gather woods. He carried with him an axe and his lunch. In the same forest lived a mighty lion, along with his two companions, a sneaky jackal and a sly crow. One sunny day, the carpenter was searching for trees when he came across the lion. Heart pounding, the clever carpenter made a quick plan. Bowing low, he offered the ferocious lion his own lunch. He said, "Dear friend, please come and join me to eat this delicious meal made by my wife." The lion said, "Being carnivorous, I do not live on rice. But in spite of that, I will have a taste. What have you got?" And then the carpenter showed his lunch to the lion. Do you want to know what was in his lunch? The carpenter's wife made him buns, muffins, grape juice, and a lot of sweets. Yummy. The lion happily accepted the tasty treats. Grateful for the friendship, he promised the carpenter that he would not harm him. This went on for a few days. Every day, the carpenter would bring tasty meal for the lion, and in return, the lion would protect him. The jackal and the crow noticed that their master used to keep happy more often. They inquired the lion, "Master, where do you go every day without telling us? What secret are you hiding?" The lion did not want to tell about the carpenter. But upon insisting again and again, the lion spilled the beans. The jackal and the crow were not happy. They wanted the lion to allow them to eat the carpenter. But the lion refused to break his word of protection. The lion said, "I will not kill him. Yet, if you want, I can get you some tidbits from him." The jackal and the crow agreed. Thus, the three set out to find the carpenter. Upon seeing the jackal and the crow with the lion, the carpenter quickly climbed a tree. The lion saw the carpenter up the tree and said, "Why did you climb the tree? Don't worry, I am your friend." But the carpenter refused to get down. And thus, their friendship ended. Kids, can you guess why did the carpenter climb the tree when he saw the lion? Was it because A, he was afraid of the heights? B, he wanted a better view? Or C, he did not trust the lion's friends? You are right, it was C, because the lion's shady companions made the carpenter uneasy. This was the story of the carpenter and the lion. And thus, after finishing this story, Sanjeevak said to Damnak, the moral is that a leader is judged by the company he keeps. The King Pinglak's company is not good. Now kids, as we can recall our last video, Damnak advised Sanjeevak to try to reconcile with the lion. The bull did not want to reconcile and told him a story where we saw a jackal and a crow betraying a camel. The jackal Damnak then advised the bull to leave the forest and go somewhere else. But the bull thought that the lion might find him wherever he goes. Thus, the only option left was to fight the lion. Kids, I hope you remember that when Sanjeevak told Damnak that he will fight the lion, Damnak got worried. Can you tell me why was Damnak worried? Is it A, because the bull was his friend and he thought that the lion will kill him? B, because he feared that the bull might kill the lion? Or C, because he wanted to kill both and rule the jungle? Take your time and choose your answer. Kids, the correct answer is B. The jackal knew that the lion was getting older and the bull was very strong. In a deadly face-off, Damnak feared that the bull might kill the lion. Thus, he tried to convince the bull to not fight with the lion. He said the lion is mighty and also the king of the jungle. The bull must not underestimate the power of the lion. He told the story of the birds and the sea to explain that one should never underestimate his opponent. And today, we are going to start the story of the birds and the sea. Dear kids, this is going to be a long yet very interesting story. In this story, we will see how the birds defeated the mighty ocean through 5 more little stories as a part of the main story. The 5 stories are: first, the story of a foolish turtle; second, the story of 3 fish; third, the story of an elephant and a sparrow; fourth, the story of a wise goose; and fifth, the story of a lion and a ram. So kids, are you ready? Well, I am very excited. So buckle up as we begin the story of the birds and the sea. And kids, tell me, who is telling this story to whom? Correct. Damnak the jackal tells this story to Sanjeevak the bull. And why? To tell him that one should never underestimate his opponent. So are you ready for today's story? Alright, here we go. This tale begins with a pair of pheasants who lived happily along the seashore. One morning, the female pheasant had an exciting news for her mate. "My dear, we are going to be parents. I will soon lay our eggs in a nest." The male pheasant was very delighted. "How wonderful! We should build a nest right here." But his wife replied, "I don't think it is safe here. Don't you know that during the full moon, the high tides of the sea are very dangerous? We need to find a safer place somewhere else." The male pheasant replied with arrogance, "Why do we need to be scared of the sea? I know the sea would not mess with me. I am the mightiest." Upon hearing what her husband said, the female birdie started to laugh. "Well, very fine indeed. Do you really think so? I think you are overrating yourself. You should re-evaluate yourself and take wise advice from your friends." To teach her husband a lesson, the female birdie said, "Let me tell you a story of a stubborn turtle who also ignored his friend's good advice, and it cost him dearly." So kids, let us end this video here. In the next one, we will explore the story of a foolish turtle. Remember, like I said, within this story of the birds and the sea that we just started today, there are 5 more little stories. The next story, which is about a foolish turtle, is going to be our first story. Children, what do you think will happen next? Is the little birdie really the mightiest? How would the sea react? And what happened to the stupid turtle? We will get the answers to these questions in the forthcoming videos. For now, this is your friend Partho Ghosh signing off. Take care of yourself. Goodbye. Namaskar.